Yeah, baby, it's Guys Night Out. We're going to be doing all kinds of guy things here in the Game Hounds Happy Endings. I am Holy Goalie, 2/3 of the Game Hounds today. Or am I 3/5? I don't remember.
Yeah, like 3/4.
Yeah, anyway, I am joined.
8/9.
8/9. I like that. I like that very much. I am joined over here by the one and the only Nick DiNicola.
Yeah!
Come
on, everyone!
Yeah. Let's hear it for Nick. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm
all right.
in the house.
We are in the house. We are going live with the Sanctuary today. Just myself and Nick. We almost had a guest, but the guest did not answer the phone, Nick. Can you believe that?
Some people.
So we are just going to go guys for right now, unless something changes. But anyway, a whole bunch of news and stuff happening. If you are not on Facebook, you need to get on Facebook and check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/thegamehounds. Piss Boy is doing an incredible job updating the website with all these stories. It's amazing the stuff that he finds and puts up there. And you know, I just follow his news. That's all I do now. He's really good with that. So Piss Boy, if you're listening, congratulations. And in fact, I need to give him like a little sound effect or something. Where is my yeah? Let's do this. Yeah, Piss Boy, way to go. Nice job.
Your own custom sound effect. That's even more than what I have.
Yeah, we don't even have that. Congratulations to the PB on that. I want to head over there, take a look at some of the stories. But, Nick, now we've been playing a game, not together so much, but a game that just come out, and we've been playing. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But what do we got for news right now that we can talk about?
I got something from GameStop.
Okay.
I guess the global second quarter sales fell 10%.
Really?
Because, you know, everyone's waiting for the new consoles. No one's buying stuff for the recent ones. And so they're like, it impacted them hard.
Yeah.
But it makes sense when you think about what GameStop is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what is really coming out right now today? Summers are always slow anyway. So you got to figure that.
Yeah, that's true. Although, like, yesterday was kind of a big day for games. They had a bunch of good things coming out.
Yeah, they did. You know what's funny? There's a lot of GameStop hate, and I couldn't really figure it out. But, you know, something struck me the other day, and I picked up a new game, going back a month or two ago, and they gave it to me, like they put the disc in the case, and they closed the case and handed it to me and says, here's your new game.
Oh, was it like a show copy, display copy?
I don't know, but, you know, there's a lot of that, you know, the people out there dumping on GameStop and this and that, and they're pulling funny shenanigans out there, and I'm like, you know, that may be, you know, one of the things that people were talking about. Because I couldn't understand, like, you go to Best Buy and it's wrapped. You get it from Amazon, it's wrapped. I kind of want to have my stuff wrapped in plastic when it's, quote, new. I mean, granted, the disc was flawless, the case was flawless, everything was in there, but it's just odd that they would have a new game that was all open. Didn't quite like that.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. It was like the last game, though. Like the last game they had in stock.
Yeah.
That's why they took the display one. So it's like, on one hand, I kind of felt lucky, like, oh, I got the last one. But then I thought, oh, but it was like a display one. I'm with you. I like it wrapped.
Yeah. So anyway, looking at some of the other things here, some bad news. Oh my gosh, Nick, we have some bad news. And where's my that's not really a bad news sound effect, but Elder what is going on here? I lost Nick. Hang on while I get Nick back. This is Nick's dial-up connection here. And you're probably hearing all the pings and the pongs. Way to go, Nick. Hang on a sec. We're going to kill that right there. So it's just going to be me for 1 second while we talk about this. Guys, in the chat room, what do you think about this? Elder Scrolls Online is going to be $15 a month. $15 a month. Does that kill it for you? It kills it for me. It kills it for me. I don't see myself playing Elder Scrolls now. Not that I thought an MMO would be free, as we try to get Nick back on the line here.
Hello?
Yeah, Nick, we lost you for a second there. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
my Skype just suddenly stopped working.
Yeah, I don't know if it's here or there, but well, you're back now. Anyway, I was just talking about Elder Scrolls Online is going to be $15 a month.
That really, really tempers my joy for it.
It does. And I was just saying, if it was if it was $6.99, $7.99, anything under $10, even less than $9.99, I gotta say, I probably would have done it, but $15 a month, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and I thought that the Old Republic kind of proved that model doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
they did $15 a month, and then 8 months later, they went free to play. I feel like no one is going to sign up for the Elder Scrolls Online because everyone is just thinking, "Oh, I'll wait for it to go free to play." Because of course it'll go free to play.
You think it'll go free to play? Because right now, I'm throwing out the booze. I got the booing crowd right now. Yeah, we're not happy with $15 a month to start for this. It's no, damn it, no.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anything else, Nick?
Microsoft is saying there's definitely, absolutely, positively not going to be an Xbox version without the Kinect. They say the Xbox One is Kinect.
Yeah, and in other news, we can't just hit a reset button and change all the settings. The Xbox One is what it is. And, they've changed everything else, Nick. They have changed everything else.
Yeah.
They're like
in tomorrow's news.
It's like politicians. Oh, I voted for it before I voted against it.
Yeah. No, I've always voted against it. What about that time you voted for it? What? No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Jason Webb says the first month is free, but no, that would be expected to play it. I guess going back to the Elder Scrolls, I guess it depends on how much I play it. I mean, if I got it for the first month and played it for free, and I was like, boy, I'm going to be playing this a lot, then maybe, but I just don't see myself with one game, especially coming into this time of year when there's going to be so much out there.
Yeah, that's true. Already, there's a bunch of games out that I want to play at least. And it's okay, it's... The glut has started.
Yes, it has
started.
Yeah, I already have a backlog already, and we'll talk about that in 1 second. So they're talking about the Xbox launch has got 23 games or something like that, and the PS4 I think has 33 games on launch. Is what they're speculating, and. Okay. And this Vita that I got, I'm starting to warm up to it, Nick. This PlayStation
Vita. Really?
Yeah. If I still had my choice, if I could return it and the memory card and everything else I bought and get all my money back, I still would. But
so it's not quite good.
Well, it's I'm making the best of it, so I'm kind of enjoying it now. And Borderlands 2 is going to be coming to it. Not that I would want to play Borderlands on this thing, but
really?
I'm having a hard time finding a comfortable place to play this thing. You know what? I actually just ordered those little hand grips that go on the side because I'm having I can't play a shooter with it. I can play Tetris and stuff. So I ordered these little hand grips that might make it a little wider and feel a little bit better. So we'll see.
That's the main reason I've never gotten a portable game console since Game Boy, is that I'm never portable anywhere.
Yeah, if I'm home, I'm in front of my big screen, and if not, then I'm in front of my laptop, and it's very it's very rare that you know, when I do play it, is sometimes we'll be upstairs and she'll be watching like some TV show and kind of half watching it while she's on the iPad, and I'll be sitting there, you know, in the chair, and that's when I pull out the Vita and I'll you know, dick around with Puzzle Quest or something like that. We have both been having fun with was it Men's Room Mayhem or something like that? Restroom Mayhem or something like that. It's basically it's an overview of a restroom, and people come in, and you got to guide the guy that's got to go pee to the urinal, and the guy that's got to go take a dump to the dumpster, and then
so wait, you have to like guide them there.
They walk in, and you put your finger on the screen, and you draw a line to where they're going to go. And then they're done, you draw a line to the sink, and then when they're done washing their hands, you draw a line out the door. Well, it's like basically almost like a I don't want to say Diner Dash, but it's one of those. What was that airplane game that Edie played, where you got to taxi the plane in and then put the other one up on the runway and take off, and you can't have anybody touch each other, because if they get into a fight, they actually get into a fight if they touch each other. So, yes. So, and it's hysterical. And then at the end of the round, you got to clean the bathroom. So you got to use your finger and scrub the toilets with your finger. And you see all the foaming bubbles come up as you're cleaning the toilet. It is. So yeah, Men's Room Mayhem is pretty fun. That's one of the funner games we played. I tried to play Unit 13. It's kind of a Ghost Recon Rainbow Six type of game. But I'm just having a hard time with those tiny controllers. I really am. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool that at least it has 2 thumbsticks.
Yeah.
That's a big step up.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm hoping this little thing I'm going to put on there that's going to, you know, grip it better will play better.
Yeah.
Trying to think else what here is in the news. I mean, a couple of those things we talked about. Well, PlayStation 3 has a 12 gigabyte, $200 system. So you're gonna see Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3s falling out of the sky, basically.
Yeah.
You know, as you're talking about,
PS4 has a release date too.
Yeah.
Like official release date.
Oh yes, what is that, Nick?
What was it? It's November 15th.
It is.
That's 2 weeks. That's a Friday. That's 2 weeks before Black Friday. So now it's wondering, will Xbox launch before or after?
Oh, boy, yeah. They'll probably be within a week of each other, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Who's it? EVE Online was $18 a month. Is that what the chat room said? I almost played that. I really did, and then I didn't. And I never did, and I don't really miss it yet.
Oh, yeah, Black's Void is saying that he heard something that Minecraft was coming to PS4, and yeah, it definitely is.
Really?
So Minecraft is no longer Xbox exclusive.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's pretty big, because like I know none of us really play a lot of Minecraft except for Black Sphere, but man, it's insane how popular that game is.
Yeah. Well, Edie likes it, and she said she played it, and she keeps telling me it's bigger than Angry Birds. But when I find out that they have Angry Birds, I mean, when they have Minecraft cereal and Minecraft roll-ups, fruit roll-ups, and Minecraft Pop-Tarts, then it'll be bigger than Angry Birds.
I want to see a Minecraft crossed with Angry Birds.
Ha ha ha. Hey, so let's talk about this game we've been playing. Hang on, we're going to get a real guy sound in here. Yeah. There we go. We get this really guide up here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so guy.
I get drag race sounds right now. Guy stuff. Yeah. It is just like that. Let me crank it up a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. So anyway, I picked up the new Splinter Cell. So yeah. So let's talk about.
I've wanted to get that, but I didn't get that.
Yep. So let's talk about Saints Row 4. Sam is still in plastic. Sam is in plastic.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
Sam is still in plastic.
I don't... Oh, he's still in plastic.
Sam Fisher is still in plastic right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's because, on a whim, which is where I seem to find the best games just on a whim. I think Far Cry 3 was a whim. Borderlands 2, I think, was a whim too, because someone told me, "Oh, you got to get it." So, okay, and so my newest whim was Saints Row 4,
and now you weren't a big fan of Saints Row 3.
I got Saints Row 3. Was it about a year ago that come out, or 2 years ago? Whatever it was. No, I didn't, and I think it's one of those games that had come out at a time that I wasn't having a good time, and I didn't like it. I didn't buy into it. I didn't get it, and I played it for about an hour, and I ejected it. Then I went online and tried to play with Edie, and I just wasn't having any fun with it. And she was laughing up a storm, and I'm just like, I'm not finding this funny. I'm not into it. It's not doing it for me. So I got rid of it. So it's one of these games I spent $60 on and played it for 10 minutes. So all this talk about used games and screwing over everybody. Well, I played your game for 10 minutes and I gave you $60, dude. You know, so it evens out from time to time. But anyway, so Saints Row 4, I put it in, and oh my god, the first 20 minutes was just like a one big cutscene. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if you moved your character. And this
you do a little bit, but it's like so. It's such a linear shooter, like it's very Call of Duty-ish.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, like military. I mean, you're even like trying to stop a rocket launch. It's like, oh no, they're gonna nuke the U.S. You got to stop it. Charge in there. It was totally like the end of Modern Warfare 4, where it's like you're invading the bunker to try to stop the missile.
Yeah. Yeah, so I put this in, didn't know what to expect. And I remember Saints Row 3 was a crazy intro, falling from the sky out of a plane, and then you went into a bank. And I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, maybe now that I got this, maybe I can go back and enjoy 3 a little bit more. But I put this one in on a whim because I actually listened to the Married Gamers, and Chris Brown over there, Lefty, was giving it high marks, and he said it was really like Crackdown, and I really, really do like Crackdown. Crackdown 2 it was. And this game, to me, now I'm not a Saints guy, like you said, I'm not a Saints guy. This game to me is Crackdown 3. It's not Saints Row 4.
It's certainly, yeah. Like, I played Saints Row 3. This feels like a very, very different game than Saints Row 3. Yeah,
I mean, again, maybe I was having a bad time, and sometimes just you're not in the mood for a game, and it's later on you are. This one here, this one grabbed me right away. I mean, after the initial long cut, it was like a Gears of War 3 long cut scene at the beginning where you just kind of watch everything, and it's like, oh man, can I just move around anyway? Well, once you get through that and they set up the story, it gets going. It was smooth. It was fun. It's a deep game as far as all your upgrades, but they spell it out pretty clear. There's a few things I still don't get, but I'm starting to slowly get. Like,
it's like what's weird is that they introduce a lot of stuff in the main missions, but they give you so many side missions that, like, for a couple hours I was just doing side missions, and I was like, well, there's all these shops, and like they're all locked, and you can't buy anything there because you have to hack them. And then for a while I was like, well, how do you hack a shop? How am I supposed to do this? And it's like, oh, well, the next story mission that I have to do teaches me how to lock it. But it gives you all these other side quests like right away. Yeah,
that's how I felt too. I felt like, because there was one thing, I was like, oh, yeah, get your gang or something like that. I'm like, well, how do I get my gang? Where do I find my gang? And I was spent all this time going around trying to find my gang while I hadn't unlocked that yet, so to speak. You know, you had to, like you say, you had to do the mission, and then, okay, now you can do this. So there's a lot of that going on. That it's a little confusing with that, because it's like, how do I do this? Well, obviously you can't yet. It just doesn't tell you that you can't.
Yeah. But, like, just rolling around the city is so much fun.
It's Crackdown too. It really is.
It is. Because, like, you get superpowers. You get the ability to jump really high, and then to glide, and then to run really fast, and you get those, like, right at the beginning.
Yes, yep, you're out of the gate. I mean, you can upgrade them so you can go faster and jump higher, but out of the gate, you can basically climb any building you want.
And it's great because I can't remember the last time I got in a car.
Yes, yes.
Like, you don't use cars in this game.
But you can.
Yeah, you still can.
I hijacked a motorcycle. What's really great about this game is one of the tutorials is if once you hijack a vehicle, you hit a button and that vehicle goes into your inventory. You can call that vehicle up anytime.
Yeah.
So my favorite was the motorcycle. I got the motorcycle because you can whip in and out of traffic real quick. So instead of running real fast across the map or flying, I like to take the motorcycle. I really do. And cruise too. So you just call it up and you take off and you go there. So, but yes, I mean you can. I think I got an ambulance, a dump truck. I got all these different whatever I'm in the mood for, Nick. Whatever I'm in the mood for.
Yep. It just kind of. It's a really weird game because it kind of feels like the end of the game. Like when you're near the end of the game and you've got all the powers and you're strong and you can call up any car you want. It's like, oh, this is the end of the game and I get to do anything I want, except it's not the end. Like it's just the beginning.
Yeah. I'm showing 24% and I'm 9 hours in.
That's pretty good. Like that's a pretty long game if it stays like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm much like in Crackdown 2. Remember when Crackdown 2 you had to get the orbs? You had the green and the blue orbs, which was a game in itself, which I really enjoyed. Similar things here in Saints Row 4. You find all these things on the top of a building. They're not orbs, but they're very similar to orbs.
It's crazy how many of those things there are. Because when you get the ability to jump really high, like they're all on top of buildings. Yeah. So when you're on the ground, you can't see them. But as soon as you get the ability to jump and you jump up, all of a sudden there's like 30 of them around you. And it's like, oh my God, I have to collect all these. And
I thought Crackdown 2 did a little better job. I mean, again, I'm still early and I'm still unlocking things. I still see some things in the game that I don't know what they are yet, but they're glowing. And I know that they're going to be something. I just don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah. I know, like...
it's like, what is this thing here? And
I think that's all stuff. Those are still clusters, but you need a special ability to get them.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know I've gotten an ability that can bust through walls. So, like, sometimes there'll be a wall with a glowing thing on it. And if I use my power on it, it breaks out the clusters. And then there are some glowing things on the ground that I can't get.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too. And what I was just about to say is in Crackdown 2, they did a nice job of hiding the orbs in buildings. So you could it would do a sound, I think, wouldn't it? Like ring or something like that when you were close to an orb.
I don't know, because weird thing is I never played Crackdown.
Oh, you didn't? Wow.
I heard a lot of good stuff about it.
I wonder if is the chat room still going? You guys still there in the chat room? All of a sudden the chat room went dark over here.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone in a while.
But I did see in the orbs were smaller, and you actually had some were in buildings, some were underground, some were on top of buildings, some were way the hell up in the air, and you had to actually jump out of helicopters to get it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there was one the main tower in Crackdown 2 was ridiculously high. And I remember that there was a couple. I think they were invisible orbs too, and you actually you could see them on your map, or you could hear the ping, and you just had to jump out of the helicopter and hope that you went straight down and got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that seems kind of mean. Like,
yeah, it was.
If you don't hit on your way down, you got to spend 10 minutes getting up in the helicopter.
Oh yes, there was a lot of them like that you would climb up because you couldn't jump as high in Crackdown 2 as you can in this game. And so at the maximum setting, you were struggling to get up these buildings by climbing them and the whole. But and boy, you just missed one thing and you went all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, you had to go start that all again.
There are some things in Saints Row 4 that are kind of like that, where you have to climb like a real tall structure, like alien structure, to get to the top, and that's like one of the side missions. But they've got checkpoints in between it, so that
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's like you activate the checkpoint, and then if you fall, you just go up to this thing at the bottom, hit Y, and it teleports you right back.
It saves you all the time. Yeah, that was a brilliant idea on their part. So you don't gotta what's really hard in third person is when you jump way up in the air and then you're looking to come down, you really can't judge where you are.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of times that I just flat out missed the landing just because I couldn't judge where I was when I was coming down. But those towers, oh my gosh, they're way, way up in the air. They're fun though. Yeah, Jason was saying it hasn't been released over there yet. Yeah,
really?
It is so much fun. It's Crackdown 2 with a little bit of Grand Theft Auto in there, I guess, as well.
Well, it's like it copies so many things from so many games. Like, it feels kind of Mass Effect at times.
Well, that's what they were saying. Actually, that's what Chris Brown said too. Was it's a lot of games rolled up into one, and there's references to all these games.
Yeah. And
there's references to movies. There's references to all sorts of things. There's some I got, some I didn't. So I'm not going to get them all. Obviously, nobody is, but there were some funny references. References. What was that on Roddy Piper movie? Was it Them or They?
I think it was They.
When he had the glasses on. There's references to that movie in there.
Cool.
In fact, I just unlocked some characters too. I won't give away, but yeah, there's some character unlocks in there that is reference to movies. I tried that dubstep gun that everybody's talking about that they were showed off at PAX and Whole Best. I don't know what it does. I keep aiming and shooting and I can't figure it out, so I don't.
I know it took me a little bit, but you have to hold down the trigger and then just let it go.
I did that. I saw the meter go up, but I let it go, and I'm not seeing anybody dubstepping.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You just have to hold it down, and it's got infinite ammo, and then it has to recharge. So what I got into was just okay, I'm just going to use this once, hold it down until the charge runs out, and just shoot everything with it. And when you hold it down, as it shoots, cars will start bouncing up, and then people will start dancing, so it makes it really easy to hit them and shoot them.
Oh, okay. I'll have to try that over again.
And then you can upgrade it so that the things it shoots explode when they hit.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet either. I did the character customization is phenomenal in this game. When you create your character and what you can wear or what you don't wear. And you haven't seen my character yet. I put it up on my on the Gamehounds Facebook page, gamehounds.com/thegamehounds. So I put my character that I created, and it's this big, tall blonde. It's a goalie character. It's what you would think. Blonde, big boobs, running around. She's got a thong on, but from the back, it looks like she's naked. And Chaos wanted to try out the co-op last night. So he invites me in, and my character appears. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
But you can't have them naked, right? Because if you go to underwear, you can choose none, and then it's just pixelated out.
Yeah, they pixelate all the parts out if you're ever naked.
Which is funny.
In fact, there was one mission you do naked too.
Yeah,
I think. Well, I was naked anyway, so I don't know if they give you clothes or not.
No, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. They
pixel out everything, but it's still fun. Yeah.
But that makes it funny.
And so there's things like that. I actually I tried the flying thing out like in Crackdown 2. That works out pretty well. And there's a little bit of Mercenaries thrown in there. Does anybody remember Mercenaries?
Hell yes.
Loved that game.
Mercenaries.
Loved it. I actually picked it up and I tried to play it on my 360 and it keeps locking up on me.
Oh.
It does. It'll play for a little bit and then you're driving down the street in a truck and it just kind of it just does one of those, And but Mercenaries was fun. Just blowing everything up, blowing up statues, blowing up. In fact, there was one point in the game that I wrecked the game, and I had to go back to a previous save because it was a big overpass, and that's how you get into the second half of the map, I think. And I blew it up. And there was no way for me to get where I needed to go. I took down this whole big overpass with a C4 because that was the alert of that game, was blowing up everything. And in fact, you remember the black market when you used to buy stuff on the black market and you used to airlift it in? I blew up the black market building. And I went online to buy something that said, this website is temporarily down.
Oh, I didn't even think of trying that. I just remember like how you could collect guys like the deck of 52, and like you'd fly into an area and then you'd have to shoot it, and it's like you got more money if you captured them alive.
Yes.
So it was so fun to like call in the extraction helicopter and then have it land while you're shooting everything around it, and then you grab the guy, you throw him into the copter, you turn around, shoot a rocket, blow up a tank, and then fly away. And there was a couple times where like I put the guy on the helicopter, it started to fly away, and then the helicopter got blown up.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no.
I got everything except the last mission. I could not do that.
I remember that.
And it got to a point where you could get, I want to say 1/3 of the way into the last mission, and then you couldn't save anymore. You were on your own, and you had to fight like 100 guys and 10 helicopters and all these emplacements. And I think I went online and I don't know how I got a cheat code for the Xbox for this or how it was or what I did, but I got some invincibility thing, and I finished it with the invincibility on just to see it. I still don't remember how I did it, but there was some way that you did something to put in a code. I don't remember. And I remember doing it, and I couldn't die. And I remember saying to myself, there's no way I could do this. There is no way I could do this mission without dying. There was the opposite. As soon as you went around the corner, the tanks started shooting you and you were dead. And if you get by the tanks, you were so wounded that the next area was full of all the soldiers. And it was, I don't know how anybody ever did it. If anybody finished Mercenaries, let us know. Good for you.
I know that I did finish it because I know I beat that game. But I remember that last mission.
And there was no way to
insane.
save. Yeah, I remember coming around the corner. As soon as you left the area, it says, okay, from this point forward, there's no save. You had to...
I remember I called in a whole lot of missile strikes.
Oh,
like
maybe
cluster
that was
bombs,
it, yeah.
Bunker busters. Like, I was just calling in missile strikes left and right.
Oh, maybe that was... Yes, I don't know if I did that. That was so fun too in Mercenaries. I remember sitting up in a building with my binoculars and calling in artillery strikes, just blowing stuff up. I got to go back and play that again. That was fun. I had Mercenaries 2, and I let somebody borrow it, and I never got it back.
Oh,
yeah. Now this is not Saints Row 4 is not quite like that. There's not quite that destruction, but there's all these mini games that are really fun. The speed games. Where you when you drive around the city, you stop and there's an icon and it's like, hey, let's do a race. So you do a race for the city, and then
but it's not a car race; it's a race.
Yeah, with your super speed. Yeah,
you got super speed.
Yeah, so in the videos that everybody's probably seen by now, trailers of the game, the super speed. Yeah, you do that. There's some destruction missions where they give you a gun or a tank or something, and you gotta cause mayhem. There's the funnest one is the fraud. Did you try the fraud yet?
Oh, yeah. I love the fraud.
Yeah, we're not going to say any more about that. But I couldn't figure that out for the longest time. I tried. And I was like, okay, this is stupid. This is not fun. And then I don't know what I did, but I hit a button, and I went up in the air, and then that's when the fun began.
Yeah. What you want to do, you got to hit the triggers to throw yourself.
Yeah, but again, I was on the ground. And
yeah.
You gotta jump to do this fraud thing. And when I did that,
what I love to do is do super speed toward a car and then hit the trigger to throw yourself and then just smack into the car.
Yeah, but you don't get big bucks doing that. Trust me. Jump okay. First. Jump first. And
I remember fraud was in Saints Row 3.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and it was really hard because you couldn't jump.
Oh.
And you couldn't really do that. Like, you kind of had to just bounce off of traffic. But with your superpowers, like, that takes it to a whole other level.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah. So there's the mayhem, the fraud, the speed. There's a couple other things you got to do. Like, you got to defend a position for so many rounds, so many minutes, and they send different things at you. And then remember in Crackdown when you had to go, they had the beams shooting into outer space, and like you had to take down the beams from the satellite. Oh no, you didn't play Crackdown 2. But in Crackdown, on top of buildings, they would have a set of 3, they look like satellite dishes, and you had to go and jump next to these satellite dishes and defeat all the soldiers guarding them. and then you could take down that dish. So that's right out of Crackdown 2.
Yeah.
And then on the ground in Crackdown 2, there was little strategic points that you tried to take away from the enemy, and then once you did, that was your area. That's right out of Crackdown 2. So it's way more Crackdown than there's anything else, and it's so fun. It just it's smooth. It does everything fun, and then you can just go off and do whatever you want to do. I went into like the pool hall or something like that. I was kind of hoping I could play pool or darts or something, and you either can't or I couldn't figure it out. So maybe that's more of a GTA thing.
Yeah, I found a bar, and I thought it was kind of weird because like why would they go to the trouble of making the inside of this building and have you not do anything there?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, I can do all this stuff in here. Oh, what was funny is when I did play with Chaos, after he settled down from seeing my naked character, who was pretty hot, by the way. This chick's pretty hot, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. Wait, what voice are you using?
It's some good old voice. Up one pitch.
Oh.
Maybe 2 pitches.
Yeah, I'm using the Lady Saint too, just because.
That's why I wanted to jump.
How could you not?
I wanted to jump in your game and show you my character last night, but you took too long.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm ready now. I played a little bit with M-Hawk.
I gotta say that's. You finally did play with M-Hawk because I was trying to play with him, but he took too long to get on last night. I was up till 12:30 my time, and then I that was it. But I tried to play with Chaos, and it was a little glitchy trying to get the co-op to work. As I invited him in, and it showed him in, and I went to start the game, and I couldn't start the game. Because it said start game, but start game was in the list of friends I could invite. So it kept saying, okay, we've invited start game. Look, if I click on, your name and say invited Nick, well, instead of starting the game, it say, okay, we just invited start game. No, start the game. Don't invite start game. Yeah, so we had to back out and go back in and do a couple things. And ultimately, I think he just started playing his game and invited me, much like Borderlands. So we tried to when I tried to do a co-op game, it started me from the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that."
Yeah,
So I might do that if I jump on with somebody. I might start over a co-op, but I think I want to play through it myself, like I did with Borderlands, and then go back in and do some things.
Yeah. So okay, there's one thing that I'm really wondering about, because at first, when I first got it, I opened the case. And I saw the little insert for the special bonuses, and I entered that code, and okay, I did it. That all worked out. Then I started the game, and when I tried to play with M-Hawk, it said that I didn't have the online pass.
Oh, there's 2 codes.
Yeah, and I was kind of freaking out because I was like,
I did
"There's
too.
no online pass insert in here. What is going on?"
I did too. I was like, "Where is it?" Chaos.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
So I was online with Forceman last night. And he said, "Oh, it's on the back of the instruction booklet." And that blew me away because I have never, ever seen an online pass on the back of the instruction booklet.
I haven't either. Yep.
And apparently, there are multiple games that do this.
Yep. I was shocked there was an online pass because I heard they were getting away with all those, getting rid of those. So it was really odd to see that. And I was the same way. It's okay, where's my pass? And I'm looking, here it is on the back. And then I put it in, and I think I had to restart the game. That's why I didn't restart the game after I put the pass in.
So, okay, I'm not the only one who thought that was really weird to have it on the back of the instruction booklet. I want to know if anyone else, have you seen games that do that? Have you encountered that before?
No, usually it's an insert.
Yeah.
Okay. Very strange.
I'm not crazy. I am not crazy.
I didn't say that, but yeah. So it's a big open sandbox, Saints Row 4. It's been so good, it's kept Sam Fisher and Splinter Cell still wrapped up, brand new. Haven't pulled that out yet. Haven't wanted to. And it's one of these games, Nick. This is the game that I was almost late for work, going to work the other night, because I was like, I just wanted to play this as long as I could. And then I come home and I was so tired I couldn't play after work. But I get up early in the morning, banged out work, got right back on it again. And then up late last night. And then this morning, it's like, I got to go. I'm supposed to go to the gym Thursday. That's what I do Thursday morning. First thing, get it out of the way. It's like, no, I want to play some more Saints Row 4. So I went to the gym. I did the 80s montage at the gym. I was like, it was like 15, 20 minutes, did all the machines. Over this machine, that machine, this machine. Okay, now go home and play some Saints Row. I was in and out of that gym. People looking at me like, whoa, see ya. It's like, bye.
He has somewhere to go.
Yeah, I did. So I sat down and played some more today.
Yeah, there's just always something to do in that game. Like, no matter where you turn and no matter where you run, it's like, oh, there is something I can do here.
And then I started to figure out the map, that it's very much like Crackdown 2, where is if you do something in a certain area, then it's controlled by the Saints. So you see the map now slowly getting purple, which in much like Far Cry 2. Remember Far Cry 3, the map was all red, and then you started to win over things. So I get it's that premise. It's that. That's how the map's set up in this game, as much like a lot of other games, is that as you start taking over territory, you start owning that part of the map.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first.
I didn't either.
Like, it's kind of weird because, like I said, it almost starts you at the end because the whole city is open to you in the beginning. Like, this is the same city that was in Saints Row 3, but in that game, like in all open world games, you started on one island. And then you played for a couple hours, and then it unlocked the second island.
Okay, yeah.
You played for a couple of more hours, and it unlocked the third island. And then you could go everywhere. But in this one, you can go to like all 3 of the islands right at the beginning, and it just feels really big.
This is a big map. This is as big as Crackdown 2, maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I figured out how to fly. Because, holy cow, I was trying to drive across the map to a few things.
Oh, yeah, that'll take you a while.
It was taking forever. So now it's like I just got to climb to the highest building I can go to and jump and try to fly across.
Although I really love how they direct you with the mini-map. Like how if you're on the street, there'll be a big flashing arrow at the intersection pointing like, go left.
Yeah, it does show you where to go, and you can plot different things on the map. And
yeah, like it does directions really, really well, so that you never quite get lost. And that's a problem I had with some open world games that take place in big cities. I just get lost, and I don't know where to go, and I spend my whole time looking at the map instead of looking at the city. But in this one, mini-map is useful, but it's not like the only thing I can use.
Yeah, I don't go to it too often. Occasionally, it's if I'm running around, it's like, what's close by that I can go do?
Yeah.
Is there a race I can do or something else I can do? So I don't use the map a lot because you can see everything right on the screen too, down in the little mini map.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, yeah, so much fun.
Yeah,
playing this game.
I was kind of hesitant at first to get it because I was like, it's been a long time since I last paid $60 for a game. Like, I think BioShock was the last game I bought at full price. And so I was like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? I was kind of hemming and hawing about it. But I'm really glad I got it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, it's hard to try to, you want to talk about it, but you don't want to give away.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. It's also really funny.
But it's funny. There's one-liners in there. It's a combination of all these games that you've played and movies that you've seen. It does a really nice job just being well-rounded.
Yeah, it's like it takes all these games and smashes them together, and then it makes fun of all of them. And so it's like it's just like a real happy, fun time. Like it's hard not to just keep smiling as you play this game.
Yeah, there was a couple that I just burst out laughing out loud, and I actually had to stop. I put the game on pause, and I stopped because I was laughing, and I couldn't stop.
So yeah, Saints Row, highly recommended.
Yes, go get it, play it. And the only thing that stinks is the co-op is kind of glitchy, and it's only 2-player. It would be like Crackdown 2 was 4 players, so it was perfect because me and the wife could play with a couple of friends and just go around the city and create mayhem, and that was real fun with Crackdown 2.
So now, how do you think GTA 5 will stack up to this?
Well, that's coming out in September, but from what I hear, you can't play online until October 1st.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't talk about that. Like, their online thing is weird.
Wait, hang on a sec. Hang on. Let's hit the news.
Okay, yeah, because we didn't do news before.
Yeah, wait, Nick, I'm playing the news music right now, so you can't.
Okay, I'll be quiet. Just play it again.
All right, I'm just gonna fade it out now. Fade it out. Yeah, fading, going. Okay. Now I'll go. So in GTA 5 news, Nick.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the music again.
No, you can't hear the music. That's the beauty of it.
I thought you were playing it again, anyways.
The music has been played. Speak.
Okay. In GTA 5 news, the GTA for the online for GTA 5.
Oh, Nick.
It's like, hey, whatever. I'm totally lost now. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
Okay, the online for GTA 5 is like a completely separate download from the game.
Oh no! Is it
so like you'll buy the game, and then like a week or so later, Grand Theft Auto Online will be put out as a separate download, but you'll get it for free if you bought GTA 5. Well, actually, you can only get GTA Online if you bought GTA 5. Which is really weird because in the video that they showed off for GTA Online, it looked like an MMO. Like, it really is what you think of GTA Online. Like, it's just everyone flying around with airplanes, using activities. Like, there's even an in-game stock market that people can buy and sell in. Like, it really is an MMO game. And it feels so... I think it's really strange that it's not being sold separately. Like, I think it'd be cool if, okay, you bought 5 and you get online for free, but I don't understand why you can't get online unless you get 5. Like, that just seems, like, oddly restrictive.
So you spend $60 on GTA 5?
Yeah.
And you have the basically what's the single player game, right?
Yep.
And then October 1st comes around, and what happens?
Then GTA Online gets put out, and you'll be able to download it for free.
Okay, so that's going to be something you download. It's not going to be a disc. It's going to be something separate?
Yeah, it's not going to be a disc. It's just going to be a download. From what I understand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I was under the impression that you'd be playing GTA 5, much like you did Borderlands 2, and then all of a sudden, now the thing that's grayed out that says play online, it gets ungrayed out, and you can click on it now, but you're saying it's a whole other download?
Yeah. Also, randomly, AC Wraith, you are a horrible person for not liking Shadow of the Colossus. Terrible.
He's just a horrible person in general.
Exactly. Just the worst.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of cool that like GTA is getting such a big, comprehensive online mode, and I'm kind of interested in it. Like Red Dead Redemption was a neat idea. I'd never really got into it.
I couldn't figure it out. It was the best single player game and the worst online game.
Oh, I got Steve-O calling. Hang on a sec. Can you call him? Is he on your list? Here we go. Can I add to group?
Oh, look at that, huh? Is he online? Is this the piss boy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
So, what do you got for us?
Well, your whole conversation about the GTA stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be up to 16 players could play in this pretty much sandbox where you could actually have your own area. I hear the crickets. You could upgrade your own area, do missions together, upgrade cars, and do. It could actually also create your own events in there.
Really?
So, like, yes. So, exactly what Nick says. Once you buy the game, October 1st comes out, and they pretty much open the whole game to you and give you all these tool sets to do whatever you want in there.
But wait, is it only 16 people at a time?
You could have up to 16 people at a time, yes.
But, like, the world has to have more than 16 people in it. Like, that can't be all the people connected at once.
No, it is. Oh, no, you could have a small group. It's pretty much anybody like in your friends list. You know how you get a group together. You get those group together in there. Open it up. The world's up to 16 people, and I believe that whatever you accomplish in your stuff in your area stays with you, and everybody will have like their own little like house area where you go and meet up if you want. You could set up missions. You could do multiplayer in attack other bases, like do missions like that. It opens it up that you could create your own content. You could do whatever you want. A lot of people have been playing Payday 2. You could do a Payday style events in there where you go in there together with your group of people, rob banks.
That sounded cool. It just
and hijack anything.
But 16? Like, is that it? Because I'm just hung up on that number because the video they showed made it look like there were hundreds of people in the world. Like, it looked like an MMO.
No, it's only 16 players.
Oh,
only
that's
16 players.
Bullshit. I'm actually way less interested in it now.
I guess it has to do because of the restraints. Because of, remember, this right now is only going to be for Xbox and PlayStation, so it has its own limitations. So you got to think of it that way. I don't know how it might be in the PC because they haven't really announced anything for the PC, but like I don't consider it being any bad or anything like that. I mean, you could create your own teams. You could have actual events in there and make them your own.
Let me tell you that's a lot of guys. 16, because back in the day we were playing some Ghost Recon 2, and we would do the missions, and with 16 players. That was way, way too many guys to try to do something together. Chaotic. I mean, 4 is ideal, 6 fine, 8 maybe. Anything after 8, you try to organize more than 8 people to do something. You know,
exactly.
Because
one good thing about it is that you could set up. I believe you could set up different events to happen in different parts of the actual area that you're playing in. So you could have like some people doing races, some people could do flying, some people could do other stuff within the same world. So I believe you're able to do that because I don't think everything could happen all at once. You could go off and do your own random shit in there and just create mayhem while other people doing other stuff.
Yeah, I suppose, but the idea is to play, with friends and do stuff, Mm-hmm. So I mean, like,
I'm not thinking of playing with 16 people at once. I thought it was really cool that you could have 100 people doing 100 different things all on their own at once.
Well, that would
because that was the thing about Red Dead is that it was this big world, but you only had like maybe let's say 16. You had 16 people connected at once, and so like you could ride for a pretty long time without ever encountering someone else, and it felt kind of pointless. Lonely. It was like, well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. Like, what was the point of this?
Well, the thing with more people, too, what would happen, though, is if you get too many people in there and you say, okay, the 4 of us are going to go rob this bank, and all of a sudden you get some idiot coming in doing stupid shit, messing up your bank robbery, you know what I mean? So sometimes having a lot is not good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted.
Yeah, you would do that. You're,
that would be Nick. That would be...
I want someone to mess up my bank robbery because that makes it interesting.
You're a bad person.
Bank robberies are never fun when they go right.
You're just So, Piss Boy, are you enjoying Saints Row 4?
Yeah, me and Nick were playing last night. Like you said, Goalie, it's one of those games you don't want to put down. you want to go back to. I know the first night I got it, I went to bed really late, and the first thing I could think about is like, I want to go home and play.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been doing all the clusters, being able to collect all the stuff as much as I can. I've been doing a lot of the side stuff. I played a lot of Saints Row 3, so I kind of understand the what things you need to do. Like the more areas you are able to defeat, like doing events and getting those flash points and doing those kind of things will turn the area purple. And what that would do, you actually end up getting more money that way. The more purple you have, more money you have, and also the more purple you have, you can actually go in there later on in the game and be able to recruit people to help you out on other things that you do. So that'll be like your territory. So you go back in there and get more people and keep going on. And basically, you have to make the whole area purple. The whole map. You have to turn that all purple. But some places you can't because some things haven't been unlocked yet earlier on. But it's really fun. Me and Nick were playing last night, and one great thing about this game is when one person collects a cluster, the other person gets it, and vice versa. So you're able to double team.
I thought it was like
you end up getting it.
I thought it was more like Crackdown 2, because when I was playing with Chaos, it's a notice come up and said he got something that I didn't. And
I think that means he picked up a cluster and you got credit for it.
Oh, I thought it meant that he picked it up and I didn't. So because in Crackdown 2, if I got an orb and you were standing next to me and you already had the orb, you couldn't see it. I'd be like, hey, there's an orb right here. And you'd be like, I don't see it because you already had it. So everybody had to get their own orbs. So the orb would be visible to the people who didn't get it. So that's what I thought this was, that if I could see the cluster, I could still get it. But I didn't know that if you got that cluster, it would disappear and I would get credit for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, and it was pretty fun because we'd just be jumping around everywhere, and I'll be getting some, and he'll be getting some, and by the time I realized I had like 47 clusters, I'm going, wow, I didn't have this much before he came in.
Yeah, and I didn't.
But yeah, it makes it more fun that way.
I
just
thought
go
you
around just jumping to building.
I didn't realize that. I thought you just collected them, but you actually need those to upgrade.
Yeah, well, the upgrade system, there's two upgrade systems. The cluster system, that's the ones that go for your superpowers. That's the ones you need to collect to get your superpowers. And then the money, you need the money to upgrade your abilities. That's in the other section, where you actually get better weapons and abilities for your guns and your people that you have, and actually helps you unlock other stuff. How it works, the more points you collect, the more you level up, will unlock more abilities and more powers. So the more you do, the higher level you get, the more of those things get unlocked.
Yes.
So even though it might not say to unlock anything, you still have to keep doing stuff, because once you reach that level, more things happen and you're like, oh shit, now I don't have enough.
Right, and it's a lot like Crackdown 2 as well, whereas if you start doing bad things, then the cops show up. Then and it's like GTA 2.
The cops are not here.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
But I think that's in GTA too, is that you get the cops chasing you, and you got to try to either outrun them or you just got to battle them, and then you.
Well, what's awesome is that it's really easy to outrun them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it is.
I mean, I just jump and fly away, and that's it.
Yeah, one of the things I like doing, there's there's pretty much this one hit kill that you could do to mostly any of them, where you run up to them and press the trigger button, the right trigger, and that's like a one hit. Like a one-hit thing, and the other picks them up, throws them, smashes them. Does it like a own little thing that it does, and ends up killing most of everybody. And what's good about that, if you get surrounded, you could actually do almost like Assassin's Creed and go from one person, kill him, go to another person, kill him, just going around in a circle, killing everybody. And as you do that, they drop health, and so you pretty much are able to take out a large group of people and not really die, because you're constantly getting health as you're killing them. So that's really helpful.
I just did that with the baseball bat. I equipped the baseball bat, jumped up, landed in the middle of all these aliens, and just started swinging.
Oh, I love the tentacle bat.
Tentacle bat.
Yeah.
I haven't used that yet. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to use it.
Yeah.
Man,
No,
when
well,
you-
some of the things are
Every
kind.
time you run around, it makes like this slipping, slopping sound.
Oh, and you guys get the America gun?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That gun's funny. I mean, you run out of bullets really quick, but just going around, just killing a nice section is pretty satisfying. But yeah, it's a fun gun.
Sometimes I just do stupid things if I don't want to do a mission. I just walk around, and if there's someone I don't like, I just punch them, kick them, send them flying.
Well, here's the thing that I didn't realize. You could actually just be walking down the street. Anybody will attack you. The pedestrians around there will just start attacking you for no apparent reason. And they're going, what the fuck did you do? What did I do to you? You're just hitting me. You're just killing them.
I hijacked a car, right? And we get all the Saints in the car, and I was waiting for one last guy to get in the back seat, and the lady that I carjacked, she carjacked me, started hitting me. I was like, what are you doing, bitch?
No, and the other thing that's funny is that you'll just be walking around anywhere and you'll just hear stupid shit like the people just say the weirdest things in that game, and you're like going, okay. Yeah, but it's simple as this. There's a good narration in there. I mean, there's people say funny things. There's a lot of good moments from the beginning to wherever you're at in the game. There's constantly something going on that would just make you laugh.
Usually, yeah. Usually there's something. Or you make your own fun. You go and you whack somebody, or you drive over somebody, or steal a car, or fly around. It's very open. And I can't tell if this is getting me excited for GTA 5 or if I'm just excited for this game. But I think GTA 5 is going to be bigger than this.
Well, GTA will probably be bigger. It's going to be, of course, different. You're not going to have your superpowers. You're not going to have that fun, but you're going to have the large world where actually we're able to do different kind of things, like the flying of the planes, the motorcycle crossing on the desert. You're going to have that. It's just going to be a totally different game. You're going to have the separate activities that you really do not have in this game, because this game is just batshit crazy, and the other one is going to be more like, they're going to go back to how it was in Grand Theft Auto Los Santos, and they're going to add all these different things on there. So it's going to be, like I said, totally different game. So it's going to be for the GTA crowd. Yeah, but this game is pretty fun.
Yeah, this is a nice tide over for a couple of months until GTA 5.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This is more than a tide over. This is a highlight.
Yeah, it is. It's its own thing. It's its own person. I get that. But I don't know. Like I said, you walk in, you want to do more. Like I said, you want to go in and play darts. You want to play pool. Sometimes especially late at night, you don't want to keep fighting things. You want to just kick back in this virtual world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of like it, because I love just jumping around collecting clusters. Like, I'm not doing much of anything. I'm just jumping around, and it's just fun. Like, it's just kind of a nice, relaxing way to kick back and, jump around.
Yeah. Well, I also like the soundtrack. The soundtrack they have on there, no matter what station put on there, there's always something good on there. So
yeah, the fact that you can listen to a radio anywhere at any time because it's in your head.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Without having to be in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep. That's Saints Row. It's a good game.
Well, one thing though, I definitely want to pick it up for the PC once that goes on sale, because I'm not paying full price for it right now. But that's definitely a game I wouldn't mind getting for the PC, and actually can continue on, because I heard.
Oh, we lost them.
Uh-oh. But yeah, I'd be interested to play this on PC too, because there's a lot of slowdown issues playing on 360. Uh-oh.
Are you losing too?
Yeah, I got there's a problem with this call message that came up.
Oh, I'm hoping
so
it's just
you
him.
can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, unfortunately,
obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just keep talking until Skype disconnects me. Yeah, there's a lot of slowdown issues. Like, when you jump up really high and as you come down and land on a cluster, like, it'll kind of stop for just half a second. Like, the frame will stop, and then you'll fall down and get the cluster. Like, there's a lot of frame rate issues where, like, you jump, you land, and then, like, everything kind of slows down and gets real choppy.
Well, what I see it doing is it's always saving, especially when you get the clusters.
Yeah,
so
it saves a lot.
So you land on a cluster and you go to move, and like I said, you get a little choppiness when it's a saving. So sometimes I get a cluster and I count to like 5, and then I let it save, and then I move on instead of trying to force it to do too much. Jason Webb, 25 days of GTA 5. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to blow through this Saints Row 4 in a month or 2 months. Well, actually, it would be less than 2 months till October 1st. So what are we looking at here? This is the third week in August. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 6 weeks technically.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. I think I'm going to be done in this in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, Crackdown 2 was a blast, and I played it and went back and played it again with other people. But it's at some point you've just done everything, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that I'll beat it in 6 weeks. Probably way, way less than that. Which is good, because then I have other things to play, too.
Wow.
What was that?
That's...
A freaking motorcycle just drove by me right now.
Oh.
Holy... Wow. Wow. Yeah. It's guys' night out here. Everybody still here?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still here.
We're good.
Yeah, no motorcycles right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so what are you guys looking forward to coming up besides Grand Theft Auto?
I'm interested in playing Splinter Cell, and the Bureau came out, and I wasn't really interested in that, but then I watched a video on Giant Bomb, and it actually looks pretty intense and fun. And then the whole bunch of indie games that I love to play.
Yeah, the Bureau been getting kind of some mixed reviews. Some people are liking it, some people are not. So I don't know. I mean, it looks interesting, but I know something. I know, Nick, you don't like to hear about this, but I'm definitely looking forward to the new Assassin's Creed.
Wait, why would I not? Why would I not be
no, like hearing stuff that's happening to it, that they're gonna do.
What do you mean? Oh, like spoilers? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I care about story spoilers more than like gameplay spoilers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, especially with some of the videos that I've been seeing on there. The things you're able to do, how the whole thing's just massive. I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah, like what in all those lists that Sony Microsoft put out of like games that are available on the release day, Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are like the two big ones for both that I was like, yep, those are the two I want.
What do you think about Sony actually saying that they're looking forward to make a movie about that, about Watch Dogs?
And that's everyone wants to make a movie. They say Ubisoft says they're making an Assassin's Creed movie. I'll believe it when I see it. EA is supposed to be making a Need for Speed movie. I'll believe it when I see it. Sony wants to make a Gran Turismo movie. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
How about you, Goalie? What are you looking forward to?
Dinner.
More Saints Row.
Well, I get the Saints Row happening, and I got, like I said, I got the Splinter Cell. It's still wrapped in plastic. I haven't taken it out yet, and I don't think I will be. It's too bad that these two games come out the same day, because I really didn't think I'd like Saints Row 4 as much as I am. So Splinter Cell is going to be sitting there for a bit, so that's going to be my backlog game, and then I don't know how long I'll play Saints Row 4. I mean, I get a funny feeling it's going to be one of these games you play for 2 or 3 weeks, and you're kind of just done everything. Because I'm going to play it so much. I'm going to play it to death.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's an interesting story, and I can't wait to see it through. I want to see exactly what happens. Some of the narration that says when you do certain things and you go from one chapter to another chapter, it kind of teases you about what's going to happen next. I want to see what happens next.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the Splinter Cell. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I already have it. I guess GTA 5. I liked 4. I did like 4. I played it for a while.
I loved 4.
And then I just got, you know what it is everybody, I was playing with some friends and everybody moved on to the next game. It's like, you know, that's the problem is when they come out with games, you know, in the fall, early winter, is there's so many other games that come out and they're like one after another now you get the new consoles coming out on top of it. So you got October 1st, you're going to have the GTA 5 online, and then in 6 weeks, you're going to have the new consoles rolling out. So that's going to throw another, you know, wrench into the system as far as who's going to be playing Xbox 360 version of GTA 5.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer. But anyway.
Yeah, and this kind of...
you were saying?
No,
yeah,
because
I'm
this
out of
one...
stuff.
No, that's kind of thing that kind of sucks when all these games and everything just come out at one time. You're like end up bouncing around from one to the other, and every time you want to do something, you want to complete it, you kind of lose track and you want to try something else. And with the when the new consoles comes out with their games that are coming out, the last thing you kind of want to do is go back to your old console.
Yeah, that's always hard. Is once you get the new one up and running, you don't want to go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's gonna be kind of hard. One thing
that's why you just buy all
is,
these games on the PC.
Yeah, then you don't play with it. Then you don't play with anybody though.
Yeah,
I think GTA 5 is probably gonna be my last. I hate to say my last 360 purchase, but because I know mid-November, I'm gonna be having the PS4 coming in. So I mean, I got Splinter Cell, Saints Row 4, then I'll have GTA 5. After that, I don't know what's coming out Battlefield maybe. I'll probably do Battlefield on the 360.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So and then you got to start toning it down. You got to tone the 360 games down a bit.
Well, to me, I thought the last game for me was going to be Grand Theft Auto until I saw the Batman one, and I really want to get the Batman one. So. Yeah, it's going to probably be my last game for the 360, and then after that, it's just going to be PlayStation 4 and go from there.
Well, what if they say we wrap this up so we can get back to playing some Saints Row 4?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, thanks.
It's infiltrated my mind.
I want to say thanks to everybody in the chat room. Kevin AC Race. Black Sphere Void. Let me see if I can slide my thing up here. Oh, Pissed was in there, and Pissed is pissed at the Elder Scrolls $15 a month thing. He is pissed.
So am I.
Yeah, everybody is. Jason, thanks for joining us, and everybody else that's listening afterwards. Yeah, this has been Happy Endings Guys Night Out. Edie is away, taking her annual 2-month trip somewhere. I don't know. I still don't know what she's doing. She's explained it so many times, and I have no clue what she's doing, where she is, how she's doing it. She might have internet, she might not. Whatever. So
I think she's like playing a Mad Max role playing game in real life.
I think so too.
That's what I like to think. She's in the Thunderdome.
So I don't know where she is, but wherever she is, hope she's having fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, visit us at gamehounds.net is our website. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/thegamehounds. On Twitter, a couple ways to get a hold of us. Gamehounds on Twitter is the main tweet. Myself, I am Gamer Goalie, and Nick is Thursday Nick. If you're looking to get insulted, you definitely want to subscribe to Thursday Nick. Email gamehounds@gmail.com. And the text line, 304-300-9889. All sorts of ways to get a hold of us. Gentlemen, and Nick and Piss Boy, thanks for tuning in. and joining us here. And we'll be back next week. Bitchless once again. Guys Night Out Part 2. I think we're looking at next Wednesday, Nick, right?
Yep, I can do Wednesday. Wednesday is good.
Same bat time, same bat channel. No, actually, it'd be a different bat time. Because it'll be Wednesday. Damn it. I've always wanted to say that, and I got... damn it. So anyway, again, thanks to everybody in the chat room. Thanks to everybody tuning in after the fact, on demand, as we say. And I'm going to fade out with some classic Gamehounds music. See how many of you remember this. Good night, everybody.